Dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament. That's right. It is the inaugural dice tournament. And I am so joyful because this is actually the fourth time I've tried to stream this. I'm not going to tell you about all the errors, but we've made it and it is working. And it appears that the stream is working and the audio is working and the video is working. And so we're going to have a good time because that is the point of this. Before we get started, what is the point of dice tournament? I'm experiencing a lot of insecurity in my life and fear about who I am and how to be. And I read this book by Shaka Singur called How to Be Free, and he recommends play. So when I was a kid, I used to do these things called a quarter tournament where I would just flip a quarter and I'd make a bracket with my friends and celebrities and things like this. And it was fun. It was what I did by myself. And so this is my attempt to try to reclaim some of that and to move past fear in my life. And so here we are. I created a dice tournament because this also, I do video production in my life for my career. And so this kind of mingles the two. Being able to film it and put it online is kind of, it's also stretching me. I have to do a little bit of performance. I have to think about how to record it, things. And so, but also I just want to have fun. So this is what it's about. And here we go. First, before we get started, I'm going to show you a little bit of what dice tournament entails. Here is our setup. It is a, maybe I should start with the rules. This might make more sense. Let's start with the rules. The rules are as follows. Oh, you can't see me. The dice tournament is a single elimination tournament. The highest rolled dice wins. A tie requires a re-roll. The finals match is a best of 5 series. Ties increase a player's win percentage. The 3 players with the lowest win percentage are eliminated every tournament. So how's this going to work? I'm glad you asked. Let me show you. This is the setup. Every player is assigned a dice. And what's going to happen is I'm going to take those dice, place them into this tube. It's as simple as that. Look at that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Anyways, it's as simple as that. So before we get started, let's cue up our main shot here and get this thing plugged in and ready to go. While we have a little delay here, let's get back to the intro. Dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament. Okay, back to it. Those are the rules. The tubes are mostly for fun. As I mentioned, I did quarters as a kid, and that was just flipping a coin. And so I thought if I was going to make this into some sort of production, it'd have to have a little bit more watchability. And it also keeps me honest. I can't make somebody win. It's impossible. Okay, so let's get to it. What I did was I added 40 people to a document. And I went to ChatGPT and I said, ChatGPT, build me a bracket. And so 32 players have been entered into the bracket. Maybe I'm going to give you a little rundown. Let's give a rundown, but let's do the rundown from this angle here. Okay, so our players are as follows. Taylor Swift, Muhammad Ali, Wonder Woman, Ray Gun, Joe Rogan, AOC, Tom Cruise, Hezbollah, Cristiano Ronaldo, Miss Piggy, Naomi Osaka, Jesus Christ, LeBron James, Grimes, Amelia de Moldenberg, Rosalia, Malala Yousaf, Johnny Knoxville, Kali, Margaret Atwood, Bobby Lee, Aisha Speed, Simone Biles, Lizzie Rose, Brittany Broski, Stone Cold Ant, Eminem, Cookie Monster, Mr. Beast, Chappell Roan, Will Smith. There it is, folks. That's the rundown. So here's how it's going to work. One by one, I am going to initiate each match, and we'll all watch together to see who wins. One more time as a reminder, it is a 1 dice roll-off. Ties will get settled with a re-roll. And the proceedings have been monitored by a Schechter and Dokken law firm. So there is no funny business going on here. Okay, let's get started. Dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament. Gosh, so dramatic. Frankly, I just like it so much I could just play that. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go to this, and we're going to talk about the first match. So our very first matchup is Taylor Swift versus Muhammad Ali. And so I didn't give this a ton of planning. And so you can see that those two have the same colored dice. Generally, everybody will have their own colored dice, and it's represented on the screen. But, you know, I didn't nail this whole thing. But the whole point of this is it's going to be learning, and it's going to get better every time. It's already getting better than the first time I did this. Because like I said, this is 1.3. I've actually done this whole process 1 full time through and 2 half times through, so hence 1.3. If it's of any interest, I'll show who won the first time later. But here we go. This is Taylor Swift versus Muhammad Ali. Taylor Swift is going to be this colorful white dice, and Muhammad Ali is going to be this kind of bone jagged dice. And let's get to it. Round 1. That's a 2 and a 6. That's a Muhammad Ali victory. Muhammad Ali. So it's going to take a little bit. This is the clunkiest bit of the proceedings, but I am going to figure out how to make it not clunky, I think, anyway. So it's going to be round 2. Let's go back to me. All right, so now we'll see that Muhammad Ali has moved on. So 32 players start. This first round, 16 people will be eliminated, and it'll eventually get down to 2 and down to 1. I'm going to real quick check YouTube and make sure this is working. So let's play something, hey? Dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament. So good. Gosh, it's just so good. Forgive me. I need to make sure this is working because, as I said, this is... Let's play some third or fourth time, and it's working. Dice. There it is. Gosh, success feels so good. Okay. Okay, so here we go. Our second matchup. Let's go to this. And we have Wonder Woman. Obviously, well-known superhero of the Marvel world. I don't know. And Ray Gunn, who, if you don't know, she's an Australian, and she is a Olympic breakdancer. Came into some notoriety in the last Olympics. Let's see how she does in the dice tournament. That's a Wonder Woman victory. Congratulations, Wonder Woman. You are moving on. Ray Gunn, better luck next year. But there might not be a next year, because here's how it goes. In case you forgot, it is single elimination, but at the end of the first round, 16 people will have a losing record. And so we're going to have some kind of elimination because 3 people are going to go home. We'll figure it out. Stay tuned. All right, let's go to our next matchup, which is it's a heated one. It is Joe Rogan versus AOC. Joe Rogan, not afraid to get political. AOC also not afraid to get political. Gosh, I got a rooting interest for both of these two. I mean, frankly, I got a rooting interest for all of these people. I created the bracket. I put all these people in here. They're all just clickbait. This is an attempt at making it a live sport, making my own version of a live sport. We all know, or I think we all know, that over the last few years, YouTube has been a way to put your product out there in terms of movies. And that's, taking a toll on the movie industry. But maybe there's a way for us to make sports, and that could pull some of that sports revenue. So this is my attempt at making a live sport. And if you're watching live, thanks for watching. I don't think there is anybody watching live, but that's not the fucking point. The point is progress, and the point is to have fun. So Joe Rogan is black and white. AOC is black with the red dots. Let's go to our cam. Oh, and by the way, did you see there's a little bit of an audience? We put out a post on Facebook, and a bunch of WWF wrestlers showed up. Thanks, guys. Here we go. That's AOC. We need some kind of, there's a bell, so that's probably good enough. But AOC, congratulations. You will be moving on. And let's see who she's going to face. Actually, oh gosh. Okay. Tom Cruise and Hasbulla. This is the only Scientologist in the bracket, and I'm pretty sure the only Russian. I'm pretty sure Hasbulla is Russian. I don't know. I didn't do the research. That may be something in future broadcasts, TBD. But here we go. Tom Cruise, Hasbulla. That's a tie. That is a tie. The shortest, I think, is the shortest person in the bracket, taking on Tom Cruise. I don't think Tom Cruise is very tall either, but I don't think you saw that shake either. Here we go. All right, let's try it again. Tom Cruise, congratulations. Tom Cruise also, in the first round that I did of this, did pretty well. So I don't know what that's about, but let's keep watching and find out. So we're about halfway through here. We got our first 4 in the round of 16. And oh no. Oh yeah, okay. We're so good. Okay, awesome. This is what I'm looking forward to. This is Cristiano Ronaldo versus Miss Piggy. So, real talk, Miss Piggy is a childhood crush of mine, and Cristiano is just, a good soccer player. Argentina? No. I don't know where he's from. Spain? Clearly, I didn't do the research. Okay, so Cristiano Ronaldo is this blue marble dice. Miss Piggy is the clear dice. Good luck, everybody. Slowly but surely. That's Miss Piggy. I can't fake this. This is all real. And I'm feeling real self-conscious. And that's okay. It's part of the thing. I don't think performance. I'm not going to start self-deprecating. We're okay. So there you go. Miss Piggy moves on. Let's go back to our bracket here, and let's see what we got next. We have Naomi Osaka taking on oh boy, Naomi Osaka versus Jesus Christ. Wow, some might think this is blasphemous. I don't. Heroes? Celebrities? Clickbait? I'm all for it. Okay, so I don't see Jesus Christ black or that gray dice. So Jesus Christ is going to be this gray dice. We got brown for Naomi Osaka and gray for Jesus Christ. Here we go. Jesus Christ. Naomi Osaka did much better the first round, but it's okay. This is actually the real one. I don't know why I keep talking about it. And so here we are. We're almost there. We got 2 more matches in this side of the bracket. Let's get to it. LeBron James versus Grimes. Pop star, basketball star. Let's see if any of those skills translate to the Pentagon. Oh yeah, the Pentagon. That's where it all happens. That's where all the action happens, in the Pentagon. Okay, LeBron James is a yellow dice. Grimes is the black and white traditional dice. Here we go. That's LeBron James. He's a talented guy. Grimes just has that look. She's got that vibe. I was really rooting for her, frankly. Oh, I got a rooting interest in the next one, too. I got a rooting interest in all this. I think LeBron James is okay. He is boring in comparison to some. No offense, LeBron. But also, celebrities is one of the kind of draws. If this sport takes off, imagine if LeBron was throwing his own dice. Come on. That's golden. Okay, let's go back to it. The problem that I'm having is that I need to go here because I need to play on this screen, and when I play on this screen, I don't know, it just adjusts the view, and so I'm having trouble thinking about how to broadcast this. Thanks for bearing with me. Dice Tournament 1. The plan here is to get better and better each time. Whether it's instituting replays, whether it's instituting stats, a better way to present or display things so it's easier to kind of process or make sense of what's happening. TBD. But this round is Amelia de Moldenberg versus Rosalia, which actually, it's just coincidence, but they've been on a chicken shop date together, and I've watched it. And now they're going to be in Dice Tournament together. All right, so Rosalia is this extra large black and white dice. Amelia de Moldenberg is this shiny blue one. Let's get down to it. Shit. All right. Rosalia comes in at 3. That's a tie. They're just having fun. This is a chicken shop date. This is not a chicken shop date. This is a Dice Tournament. Okay, here we go. There it is. Amelia de Moldenberg. I don't know what to say about her. Is she British? Anyway, I didn't do a ton of research into these folks, but what I did do was I split the genders. There's an equal part men and women. And I also asked my children and my girlfriend to pick people. So I have rooting interest. I used to put my friends in these, but I don't know, for clickbait's sake, I stuck with celebrities. But so coming on this other side of the bracket, we're going to find our first people that my children and my girlfriend chose. And so, yeah, those are coming up. And soon. I need to... All right, so let's get to the other side of the bracket. The very first matchup on the other side of the bracket is Will Smith versus Chappell Roan. And I need to fix that versus, let's see. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Will Smith is going to be the red dice, and Chappell Roan will be the shiny blue dice. So Will Smith, as I mentioned, I used to do quarter tournaments as a kid, and Will Smith was generally one of the top players in that. He always performed well, and as a little white kid in Minnesota, Will Smith is a cool black guy on TV, and so I always kept him in. And so here he is. He is advancing to the dice tournament as this old white guy needed some black guys. We went diversity in a lot of different ways, but here we go. Chappell Roan, Will Smith. Two pop stars, if you will. Let's see how it goes. That's okay. I don't like how that logo is showing up this way, but it's okay. We're okay. It's Will Smith. Was there any doubt? There wasn't for me. I mean, he's kind of cleaned up. I'm going to show you Dice Tournament 0, which was my first attempt at doing this, which didn't end up streaming. So this one I know is streaming, and he's still cleaning up, man. Will Smith, he can't be beat. He was, but he just, he's good. Dude's good at these games, these silly games. Okay, so I want to put this versus logo in a different place. So bear with me while I play with that. As I get it over more. Let's try this. I guess that's okay. Yeah, it's just not as cool when the players were on the other side. It looked a lot better. It's not Mr. Oh, it is Mr. Beast versus Cookie Monster, isn't it? It is. Okay. The next match, Mr. Beast versus Cookie Monster. Mr. Beast will be in red, Cookie Monster in the marble blue dice. Here we go. That's Mr. Beast. That red dice is hot. And now Mr. Beast and Will Smith will both be having the same dice. How are we going to determine that? How are we going to figure that out? I don't know. It's TBD at this point. Man, I can see myself or feel myself not putting a lot of energy into this. Performance-wise. But I do like the tournament. And it only gets more exciting from here. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Cookie Monster, man, one of the few Muppets that made it. Okay, so this next match is an example of one that my children chose. Anthony Edwards, my son, chose all of the Timberwolves as his players. My daughter chose her mom, which is Lizzie Rose, who's coming up. So it's Anthony Edwards versus Eminem, two dogs. Let's see how it goes. Here we go. A little bit of extra. Oh, you didn't even get to see that. Let's see, what do we got? That's right. That's an ant. It's a victory for Ant and a victory for my son. Congratulations. All right. How much more we got here? We are almost halfway done with the first round. All right, our next match is Stone Cold Steve Austin and Brittany Broski, WWE fame and YouTube fame. Let's see how it works. That's a tie. Roll off. That's a victory for Stone Cold Steve Austin, who he does have some friends here, but I don't think he's here. Do we see him at all down there? No Stone Cold, but he definitely's got some fans in the crowd. This is silly. All right, next round. Lizzie Rose versus Simone Biles. This is my daughter's choice and the Olympic gymnast, Simone Biles. Simone Biles with the black and gray, and Lizzie Rose with the green. Here we go. That's one for Lizzie Rose. Simone, better luck next time. If there is a next time, because as we mentioned, 3 people go home every tournament. Next match is going to be Bobby Lee versus IShowSpeed. If I had to imagine these two, I gotta imagine both of them are wondering why the other one is in this tournament. Oh man, look at that graphic. It's cutting off. It's not executing properly, but that is okay. We're okay here. All right, IShowSpeed is purple. Bobby Lee is gray. Let's see how this goes. Purple, gray. I am missing. Bobby Lee and Jesus Christ have the same dice, and it's currently missing. But here we go. Bobby Lee made it, puts down a 2. IShowSpeed. A 1. The only thing that would have... Sorry, Bobby. Bummer. But IShowSpeed moves on. All right. Here we go. Next round, 2 badass women. It is Margaret Atwood and Kali. Margaret Atwood, famous author. Handmaid's Tale. Kali, the Hindu goddess of death. In the first dice tournament, Margaret Atwood took the championship. It was not streamed, so I am not counting it as the first one. It was kind of the dry run, so to speak, but Margaret Atwood, excellent competitor. And Kali actually did really well too. So this is going to be a really big match. Let's get down to the field. That's a win for Margaret Atwood. And Margaret Atwood also was my girlfriend's pick. So congrats, Erin, wherever you are. The next match is Johnny Knoxville versus Malala Yousaf. Ooh, and you know what? Oh no, it's yellow versus yellow, but it's clear yellow and solid yellow. So here we go. This is the last match in the first round. Good luck, competitors. That's a Johnny Knoxville victory. So here we go. This is now our round of 16. Everybody has their place. And so the tournament continues. Let's get back to it. We're going to start over here on the left again. We're going, Muhammad Ali versus, Muhammad Ali versus Wonder Woman. The battles are going to continue to get more and more fierce as we go along. Now it's on that side. A lot of graphic errors going on here, but it's okay. We're doing okay, and not everything has to be perfect. Wonder Woman is the blue dice. Muhammad Ali is the colorful white dice. Let's get down to the field and see what happens. Oh, almost. Wonder Woman. You know, maybe we can have like theme songs. Maybe we can have like, I don't know. Originally I was trying to execute 2 people. Like I was going to be a color commentator here. But then when we go to this angle, I was going to be more the host. But it was very difficult to pull off. But what I would do is I do a little transition.
Celebrities, chance, dealing, dice, tournament.
And then I was going to be a different person. But here we are. I can't even get to the other screen. So anyways, that didn't execute. Wonder Woman, congratulations. The first contestant into the round of 8. So let's get to our next match here, which is going to be AOC versus Tom Cruise. Political power and Scientology power. Head to head. All right, AOC the black and red, Tom Cruise the traditional black and white. Let's see how this goes. That's a win for AOC. Taking out Tom Cruise, and that's tough. That is tough to do. Believe me, I mean, I can't say I was rooting against him, but last time he was cleaning house, Will Smith was cleaning house too. But these two, I was like, man, these two old Hollywood types. Anyway, we got some young political blood in there. I like it. Oops. So, we have our first 2 in the round of 8. And now we're going to go to our next matchup, which is going to be Miss Piggy versus Jesus Christ. I mean, these two, frankly, these two are childhood loves of mine. Dreamed. Oh, real talk. I would pray to Jesus to give me dreams of Miss Piggy. This is wild. So let's see how this goes. Did we lose one? All right, so I'm gonna leave Miss Piggy in there, but we need to find Jesus Christ because he's gone. Oh, he fell amongst the wrestlers. You couldn't even see because my producer missed the cut. But let's see. Oh gosh. Really messed with the fans here. Okay, here we go. Jesus Christ has to beat a 5. That's a 3. And that is a victory for Miss Piggy and for my childhood fantasies. Congratulations. Okay. It's getting heated. It's getting heated up in here. And that mic is loud. And these headphones look good. All right. What do we got going next? LeBron James and Amelia de Moldenberg. I wonder if there's any chance Amelia has considered bringing LeBron on. And I wonder if LeBron would go. In case you're wondering, Amelia, I would love to go on a chicken chop date. Maybe we can go to a Lakers game. Sorry that your name's cut off. Let's get that fixed. There we go. All right, here we go. Amelia de Moldenberg, LeBron James. Let me clean out these dice first and make sure you can see what's happening. Let's go down to the field. That's a tie. We get a reroll. That's a miss. Oh gosh. Okay. Take 2. That's an Amelia de Moldenberg victory. LeBron, you know, so close. So close. So we're halfway there in the final 8. Amelia de Molenberg, Miss Piggy. Wow. I gotta, I'm not rooting, but it does feel good when it's, wow, look at this. We got all women on the left-hand side. Wonder Woman, AOC, Miss Piggy, Amelia de Molenberg. But I will say, there's 6 men on the right-hand side of the board that are still in play. So let's go to our next match and see who we got. It is Will Smith versus Mr. Beast, and they have the same color dice. So how are we going to do this? Okay, Mr. Beast is going to be the dotted red, and Will Smith will be the numbered red. Let's see how this goes. That's a Mr. Beast victory. That feels pretty good. Yeah, I mean, okay, so after this, when we get to the round of 8, I will show you who won the first tournament. I think I told you that Margaret Atwood won, but I'll just show you who else did good. Okay, it may or may not be interesting, but I'm trying it out here. And I get to watch this back, and I get to, learn about how my presentation is and about how good my headphones are. Shit. Okay. All right, let's keep it rolling. We need to get this fixed over here. Our next match in the round of 16 is Anthony Edwards versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. Stone Cold is gold. Anthony Edwards is purple. Let's get it on. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Dun dun dun. Giving Anthony Edwards the stunner. All right, let's keep it moving. Who do we got next? Lizzie Rose versus I Show Speed. Lizzie Rose, a great marketer from the Minneapolis area. I Show Speed, a streamer and, internet personality, I guess. I cannot find a purple. Oh, there it is. Purple's here. Purple versus green. Let's see what we got. Let's go down to the field. Ooh, we got a jumper. All right. And I Show Speed put up a 2. Lizzie Rose puts up a 3. I got to tell you, if there's a color commentator, he'd be saying, there's a chance that my ex-wife could be going up against my girlfriend in one of these rounds. Yikes. The stakes here. All right, here we go. Margaret Atwood versus Johnny Knoxville. Margaret Atwood in the black and gray. Johnny Knoxville in the yellow. Let's see how we go. That's a tie. That's a 6-6. Let's get the rest of these dice out of here. Margaret Atwood. I know I said I'd wait till this round is done, but I need to show you that Margaret Atwood is a serious competitor. Everybody check this out. This is what I'm calling, this was the first run through of Dice Tournament. I call it Dice Tournament 0 because it ended up being a 0 because I didn't broadcast it. But it came down to Will Smith versus Margaret Atwood. And Margaret Atwood took it home. Also in the mix was Simone Biles and Tom Cruise. It was a beautiful tournament. And you all would have loved it. But it didn't stream. But luckily enough, this one is. So we're tied here. Johnny Knoxville and Margaret Atwood have tied. And so we are going to go to a reroll. Yikes. Margaret Atwood puts up a 1. All right, Johnny. Oh, sorry if you saw my backside, but Margaret Atwood put up a 1. Johnny Knoxville puts up a 5. So that's great because now my ex-wife doesn't have to take on my girlfriend's pick. How convenient. All right, there we go. We are down to 8. 8 players left. When we get down to our final 4, we will eliminate 3 players that did not win from the first round. But let's keep it rolling. All right. We're going to go back over here to the left side of the bracket. And our first matchup in the round of 8 is Wonder Woman versus AOC. Let's see. All right, so Wonder Woman is going to be represented by the blue dice. AOC is black and red. Here we go. That's a tie. And a big one at that. Wow. AOC really coming through. AOC's solidified the first spot in the final 4. All right, let's see who the next one is. Miss Piggy versus Amelia de Moldenberg. I don't know who I'd rather take on a chicken shop date. Frankly, I'd be honored to take either. Or to, frankly, just go on a date with either. Anyways, that's not the point of this. This is not some kind of dating tournament. It's a dice tournament. Here we go. Miss Piggy, Amelia de Moldenberger. De Burger also, wow, she puts up a 6. I gotta tell you that Miss Piggy rolled a 6. This was a 6 outside the Pentagon, but we do not count them. It's hard to talk when you listen to yourself in the headphones. I don't know how people do that. All right, here we go. Miss Piggy. Wow. It was a 5 that time, but regardless, it didn't go in. Let's keep it in. Oh. Man, I'm really, I feel I need a judge here. Let's see if anybody's watching, and let's see if I can chat anybody up. That stream. No. I'm trying to see by any chance. I think the only person who knows that I'm doing this is, one person watching. Oh, that's me. Okay, never mind. I'm watching. So nobody's watching. I can't ask anybody for help. This started 43 minutes ago. Oh my God. This is a real sport. This is going to be an hour of entertainment. Okay, so here we go. I'm doing a reroll because what happened was when the second dice came down, they impacted. And so we're going Miss Piggy versus Amelia de Moldenberg. We're doing a reroll. Here we go. Dude, Miss Piggy does not want to cooperate here. Does not want to cooperate. And that's okay. She's a confident woman. She can do what she wants. But now I gotta go get that dice. Hey. Okay. Let's get it again. Man. Okay, here we go. Miss Piggy, Amelia de Moldenberg. Unbelievable. These two are really good to me. Okay. Here we go. Oh my gosh. We need a freaking. I need to cut to a break. Dice, celebrities, chance, glory, dice tournament. Okay, another reroll. Miss Piggy, Amelia de Moldenberg. Frick. There it is, Amelia de Moldenberg. Congratulations. Miss Piggy really put up a good fight, and they both did some hijinks there in that last round. Anyways, all right, half of the Final Four is in place. It's Miss Piggy. No, it's Amelia de Moldenberg and AOC. Wow. I wonder if she's ever considered going on a chicken shop date. Have I said chicken shop date enough on this? I can't talk with these headphones on. It's too hard. Okay. Forgive me. I'm a little tired. Did I mention this is the second time I've done this today? And it's been close to not 46 minutes. Unbelievable. I think this presentation needs to get much quicker. That's all I gotta say. But let's go to the other side of the bracket and see who's gonna represent that side. Okay, so we have Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Mr. Beast. Stone Cold is represented by the gold dice. Mr. Beast has the red dice. Let's go down the field. Mr. Beast advances. Mr. Beast is kind of cool because my kids watched him a lot growing up, and they don't watch him anymore, but now I've started to watch him, so I still try to get them to watch, just life of a parent. Okay, Lizzie Rose, Johnny Knoxville for the last entrance into the round of 4. All right, Lizzie Rose is green. Johnny Knoxville is yellow. This is a Packers roll-off. Let's get it on. Johnny Knoxville. Meow, 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 meow. It's a much better. He got eliminated by Margaret Atwood the first time, but now he's made the Final Four. And so now it's time to determine who's going home, because 3 people will be going home. But I didn't keep track of ties, so I gotta be honest. I'm not gonna be able to do this perfectly, but let's go to this main. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. The top quarter on the left is going to be number 1. The bottom corner on the left is going to be number 2. The top corner on the right is 3. And the bottom quarter on the right is 4. So one of those, I'm going to roll 1 dice to determine which quarter of the bracket is sending home 3 people. 2. Which is, let's go to another cam here. We're going to go to cam B, and we're going to go over, we're going to go to this side of the board. Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo, Naomi Osaka, Grimes, and Rosalia. I got to be honest, I don't want any of these to go home. Naomi Osaka is the only Japanese contestant. Cristiano Ronaldo, I'm not sure where he's from, but the only soccer player. Wow. Okay, so here's how it's going to go. I'm going to roll all 4. Cristiano Ronaldo is the blue marble dice, which, okay. And Naomi Osaka is brown, and Grimes is the traditional white, and Rosalia is the big black. And so Whoever rolls the highest roll of these 4 will be able to stay because 3 people are going home. Cristiano Ronaldo, Naomi Osaka, Grimes, and Rosalia. 2 athletes, 2 pop stars. God damn. All right, let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, so far Rosalia is staying. But I'm going to give this green dice, which is Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm going to give Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, you didn't even get to see it. Okay, so Rosalia got 6, but I'm giving Cristiano Ronaldo one more chance because his dice didn't make it. Sorry, Cristiano, you're out of here. Naomi Osaka, the only Japanese person. I'm so sorry. But Rosalia gets to stay. Grimes, Jesus Christ. Oh no, sorry. Grimes, Naomi Osaka, and Cristiano Ronaldo have all been eliminated. And they will not participate in Dice Tournament 2. But now let's get to the Final 4. Okay, so first match in the Final 4 is AOC versus Amelia de Moldenberg. It came down to 2 women and 2 men in the Dice Tournament 0, and it's doing it again. It's as if this is just a game of luck or chance. I don't know why it would be. But anyways, AOC is black and red. Amelia de Moldenberg is blue, numbered. Here we go. To get to the finals. Amelia de Moldenberg. You know, it's really funny. We just had our elimination round. And Amelia de Moldenberg was the one who I'm so sorry you didn't get to see that, but just for evidence, there you go. And it's good to know the score because maybe it's not. Amelia de Moldenberg was in the elimination bracket. She was able to, she won the elimination bracket. So she was going to still be invited back, but it was close. She was going to be eliminated. I'm kind of bummed that Grimes is out. I mean, I'm bummed that any of them are out. I love all these people. That's why I chose them. Okay. The last round to get to the finals is going to be Mr. Beast versus Johnny Knoxville. Let's get to it. Here you go. Yeah. All right, so Mr. Beast is red. Johnny Knoxville is yellow. We got a regular old McDonald's battle here. It's Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville versus Amelia de Moldenberg. This is good. This is good. Okay, so as it was stated at the beginning, the finals is a best of 5 series. So we are going to go 5 dice. It is Johnny Knoxville in yellow and Amelia de Moldenberg in the blue, the shiny blue. A best of 5. Roll 1. Let's see what happens. That's 1 point for Johnny Knoxville. Here we go. It's 1-1. And that's exciting. Okay, here we go. Roll 3. It's 2-1 in favor of Amelia de Moldenberg. This could be, ladies and gentlemen, the final throw of Dice Tournament number 1. If Amelia de Moldenberg wins this roll, she wins Dice Tournament number 1. Let's go down to the field and find out what happens. She puts up a 1. Giving Johnny Knoxville a real shot. All right, let's see what happens. But as what happened earlier, if Johnny Knoxville's dice affects Amelia's dice, we're going to have a reroll. 2-2. Could be the most exciting thing to hear in all of sports. I'm so sorry you didn't get to see that roll. But it comes down to the final roll. Johnny Knoxville versus Amelia de Moldenberger. God, it's so hard to talk with these headphones on. Here we go. The final roll. Wow. Amelia de Moldenberg, congratulations. You are the Dice Tournament #1 champion. And there you have it, folks. It is the very first ever Dice Celebrities Chance Glory Dice Tournament.